Okay. Welcome back to the Break Room, our daily show that keeps you updated on all the nerdy news you need to know. Today's show, there's a lot going on, but today's show is brought to you by Pluto TV, which offers hundreds of free live channels and thousands of free on-demand movies. Thank you to Pluto TV. There's so much to get into, folks. We're dressed like game show hosts. Guess in the chat which game show host each of us is. We're going to cover a lot of Black Adam stuff. We're going to cover some Wakanda Forever stuff. And we will be doing the Hot Ones Challenge. Okay, we got 10 nasty, freaky hot sauces lined up along the front of this table. More on that in a moment. It will be based on Super Chat redemptions. So if you feel like punishing all of us equally, throw us a couple doubloons in the chat. Oh, no. But coming up today, yes, Black Adam updates, no spoilers. We're going to be very careful not to spoil it. There already is an ending explained on our channel if you feel like being spoiled. Eric Voss has already done that work for us. New Wakanda Forever teaser that is thought-provoking. We've got a big question we're going to try to answer. Also, per our game show host outfits, we will be playing a little Family Feud, care of Steve Harvey Clemens over there.
Which Steve Harvey?
You also a Steve
This
Harvey?
is Dr. Stephen Harvey.
No, I'm Steve Harvey, the white Steve Harvey.
You actually are.
No, I'm Dr. Phil, and I got to say, if you're looking to take control of your life, you need to come on my show so I can fuck it up way worse. Then you can sue me, and then professionals can get involved and then actually help you.
Also, I was told we had to be game show hosts.
I play the most dangerous game.
Oh.
Messing with people's mental health.
Oh, that is
Taking
odd.
people who have a little problem, making that problem freaking huge, and then through the legal system, unpacking what's going on and all the damage that I've done. The prize? I don't know. Your heart beating every day is a prize in my eyes.
Thank you.
Don't forget to watch Bull on CBS, which somehow is based on my life.
Okay, we've also got Brandon Barrick is here as the...
I'm Kirk Fogg from Legends of the Hidden Temple, and if you can find Genghis Khan's lost porno tablets in time, you'll get one half of the temple coin, which will save you from a temple god.
Oh, wow. And the tribe has spoken. I'm Jeff Probst.
Someone guessed it in the chat.
Yeah.
They guessed it way before they said it.
Franco guessed
Oh,
it right
nice. Okay, yes, so we're doing the Hot Ones Challenge. We will, in the middle point of the episode and at the end of the episode, we will hit all of the hot sauces that have been redeemed up until that point. The first three are going to be at $50 increments, so $150 makes us take 3 different hot sauces. After that, it's $100 increments. So, and really, when you get into beyond the halfway point is just pure pain.
That's where you start seeing the savings, though. That's where you see your money go for.
I want my balls to be on fire by the end of this.
Absolutely not.
Hey, read my lips. My balls must be aflame by the end of this show.
Okay, Tommy.
And nobody can see your lips.
Does Dr. Phil say read my lips?
No.
Is that a George H.W. quote?
Although Tommy, let it be known, Tommy has a mustache on top of a mustache. If there's no better metaphor for this show, it's a mustache on a mustache.
Hey, don't piss on my face and tell me it's a rainstorm. Okay? You can teach a dog to sit on the porch, but you can't make a squirrel do geometry.
Let's get into these headlines.
Yeah.
Let's get into these headlines as I try to button up this shirt. On some quick DC news, I'm going to not do that voice. On quick DC news, before we get into things, Black Adam opened today, you guys. Our ending explain is out, like Zach said. Go ahead and get spoiled if you want. Head on over there after this because this is where the actual fun is. Black Adam 2 producers revealed a sequel plan, release date, and timeline. It's they said Hiram Garcia.
Yep.
Hiram Garcia.
Hiram
Garcia. Are you right?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil's always right. It's not going
I know how to pronounce names like Hiram, Jacob,
Jacob?
Samuel.
Okay, there you go. They said it's not going to take that long. I can promise you that. We always hope the first Domino's, the easy one, will get cooking on it fast. That's for sure.
So that feels like a non-answer. That feels like, of course, that's like, what's the producer equivalent of Thirsty Thespians?
A
Parched
Producer, right? Of course they want to do a sequel.
I think that was like clearly like, please, give me a sequel.
Yeah,
Anything.
definitely. They're parched. They want to, but I mean, I don't think it there's no.
It's not like greenlit or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're like, if they want it, we'll get right on it.
all Dwayne has to do is go over the heads of everybody and do it. So I mean, it's possible.
It's true.
Who's going to say no to him?
Who's gonna say, I'm not gonna fight him? That's what it'll come down to. Pierce Brosnan reveals Doctor Strange inspired him for the Dr. Fate role, which looks like someone that watched a lot of Doctor Strange movies and then jumped into this movie. When asked why he chose this role, his main reason, he said, Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange, and my sons, who are comic book aficionados, would say, Dad, Doctor Strange. That's it. I look to him every morning, say, Dad,
It's
Doctor Strange.
Christmas morning, sons. Don't you want to say Merry
Doctor
Christmas?
Strange!
Dr. Strange, Daddy! Dr. Strange!
Dr. Strange!
I haven't seen you in 13 years.
My boy,
My boy.
My precious
you
boy.
crawled out of that well we threw you down.
Well, and he goes on to say, well, we all know who Doctor Strange is. The interviewer didn't. And he especially is brilliant, Benedict. But then you have the bookend to that, and it's Dr. Fate. And Dr. Fate is much loved, one of the senior members of the Sorcerer's World.
Does he know that they're not in the same cinematic universe?
I think he went to a comic book store and he's like, I don't know, one of these doctor characters.
Hey, you nerd. What's like Doctor Strange?
What day is it, nerd?
It's Easter Sunday.
Get me the largest Doctor Strange omnibus possible.
I want to shout out, we will be consuming some hot sauce.
boy.
Thank you to Nick Knack, Alma Pau, Francisco Sosa, Unal Uzolner. You have an awesome name, Unal. And all the other folks throwing in
Christian
super chats.
Unpronounceable
Yes.
starting us off big today already.
Wow.
Yes.
So we've already crossed
Christian
into the
is
first hot
constant.
sauce.
We should thank. It's Friday. We should be thankful to some of our trashiest trash bags.
Thank you.
Christian is a frequent contributor, and we appreciate
From the great right north of
From America's
Canada.
Duke.
Yes.
I'll get us through these headlines quicker so we can just go on to chewing up these horrible, horrible songs.
Take your time.
Please go
don't
slower.
rush.
Black Superman, the movie, is still moving forward, you guys. It's still supposed to be going in production. It's in development right now. Ta-Nehisi Coates?
Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Ta-Nehisi
I believe is how it's
Coates.
pronounced. Yeah.
Black Superman movie is still slated to go into production for Warner Brothers Discovery, even after reports noted that the company is moving forward with a sequel to 2013's Man of Steel.
Do it. Good. Now, forgive my ignorance on this, everyone at the table. A Black Superman is not the actual title.
No,
that's just something we're throwing in, like when
Working
people
title.
were like, it's Black Annie, and I'm like, I don't think you should say that.
Who are these people?
But it's not. He's not Clark Kent, right? It's a different Superman,
Well,
or a different. Because this is the only reason I was saying this. Steve Harvey would make a hell of a Jonathan Kent. Steve Harvey would make a hell.
Maybe
of
a
a
Jor-El?
Jonathan Kent.
Maybe a Jor-El?
Oh yes.
Steve Harvey.
Well, and I
These
think
Steve Har- me.
These you.
The
You would
star
be
of the
Jor-El.
Steve Harvey show. Some real sincere moments in that show.
And
Right,
I think
yeah,
this,
that show came out like
this
2
whole
years
thing
ago,
is
though.
why they're they need to put out this Flash movie despite what the world wants. I think because this Flash movie is probably setting up all these universes and like separate timelines and all the multiverse essentially.
Yeah.
What they've done in the MCU, they want to do in the DCEU to kind of so they could just have everything loosely connected. So they got to get this Flash movie out. So that they can set all that up.
Yes, and if folks don't know, Ta-Nehisi Coates is a super
He wrote
well-respected
that,
comic writer who wrote a lot of the recent Black Panther storylines that Ryan Coogler has pulled into the films. He had some really popular runs on Captain America, and I think he did do maybe a Superman, comic run. We have a special guest that will confirm that in a few moments. So and I think this is also the film that Michael B. Jordan was attached to.
Right. Or, I don't know how attached he was.
Yeah.
If it was like
Emotionally
rumored that'd be a part
very.
of it.
Emotionally very
Emotionally
invested.
attached to it, yeah. So before we get into our discussion, do we need to do our first?
We do need to redeem. Okay, we're gonna begin our hot sauce journey.
Bring 'em in.
Oh, and speaking of special guests,
we got a special guest.
Oh, it's
for
our
the hot
nugget.
sauce.
Hold
on, everybody.
Yes.
I'm Sean Evans, and
Sean
welcome to Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Sean Evans, that's
Oh
hard
my
to get
gosh,
now.
it is hard to
Wow.
With you guys, it was worth it.
How's it feel to be between Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey?
Like a lawsuit.
Okay.
Right now.
Hey,
Also,
I like
I'm
your
very
muscular
low.
thighs. I like
Yeah,
your
that's
build.
Hold on, this tiny.
The chair.
Sean Evans.
we gave Sean Evans a beanbag to sit on. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. From First We Feast, I'm 3 feet tall.
Someone get this child a bib.
Sean, you make a living torturing people with hot sauces. How does that make you feel?
So in doing research, Dr. Phil, is your doctorate in real medicine or conceptual
I'm
medicine?
actually a doctor in what they call the sexual magic in arts and sciences. Yes.
So now, the mustache, is that to hide any birth defect or abnormality, or is that something you've had since birth?
No, this is for the ladies.
Oh,
This is for the ladies.
Whoa.
You hear this, ladies?
Now, when
For
you took over Legends of the Hidden Temple,
Yes.
did you imply that it was already legendary, or do you feel the legend is grown by this implication?
The temple's actually in my backyard.
Oh, I see, I see.
Lure the
didn't-
children to it
didn't
like
answer
a
the question.
like a fight.
Now, as the man who kind of started the whole reality TV gig, do you find that it is eroding our society as quickly or more quickly than you expected to see people be that awful on national television?
I wish I could answer that question, Sean, but I've been in a Cambodian jungle too long to understand basic human speech.
Damn, Sean came in with these questions.
All right, now we got some
Walk
wings,
right
so we're going to
there.
do the last dab and get us some suffering.
All right, what's the name of this sauce?
All right, so first we've got the classic hot sauce. This is a chili maple by Heatonist. This is a very, very small amount of reasonable Scovilles. I do believe this is
I used to do that.
where
back
are
in
the
day.
Scovilles at on here, Sean? 2 out of 10 heat meter. Okay, we got this, everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
2 out of 10.
So wait, is it?
We put more on.
We
I'm
need to
putting
put it
more
on,
on.
right? Or is
Yeah.
the nugget is already coated?
It's already coated.
Oh, it's already coated.
It's pre-sauced.
I put some more on here.
The production team here was
we done sauce.
saucing and
Well, I'm
saucing.
gonna a little extra. It's only 2.
So this is for 50. We're very close to the next hot sauce. About $25 away.
Got me doing the jitterbug. Is that what Steve Harvey does?
Tasty.
Not too bad.
It's nice.
Tasty,
It's
easy.
enjoyable.
Not even a problem.
Yeah,
It's
thank you. You could create film juice. Shame on you. I am Johnny Snow. Everybody that's throwing in doubloons into the super chat.
Yeah, well, Christian Unpronounceable, he sent in a super chat that was like, I know I keep harping on about it, but I still think they're going to plant the seeds of Aurora in Wakanda Forever. Now, we saw in the trailer, that, like, there was a lot of new stuff. So there was 2 new kind of, like, featurettes that came out last night.
This is for Wakanda Forever.
For Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and they had, like, lots of new stuff in it. One of them, kind of what Christian was talking about, we saw a little lightning strike. People were like, ooh, Aurora, we want to see Storm. Maybe, I don't know. That would be a lot to get into. I don't know. We'll see. But one of the things that we noticed right away in this trailer is that there's a little clip of Shuri, and she's saying, Vibranium, he's covered in it, right? And they kind of show that shot of them with the spears on the beach or whatever, but it sounds like the clip is like 80 yards in, and we don't know if that's when she's saying it necessarily. But we kept thinking, like, what is she talking about? Like, there's a lot of things to unpack here in this one little sentence, right?
Yes.
First of all, Vibranium, he's covered in it. Is that a literal thing? Or is that, like, metaphorical? Like, is someone in a literal suit covered in Vibranium? Or is that like saying he's got a lot of vibranium on
Like,
him?
he's
covered in
dripping
it.
with
Yeah,
jewels.
He's dripping in vibranium.
Well, I also think it's interesting because of the scene we saw at Comic-Con, wherein, thanks Steve, wherein we got the moment where they were arguing about keeping it to Wakanda.
Right.
What if Vibranium got out like they were worried about, and someone like a certain Latvian dictator was able to
Yes,
perhaps
yes.
acquire the thing they were most worried about? I don't think that's a coincidence those 2 scenes line up.
Yes.
You think it's Doom?
I think we're all doomed.
Yeah. Well,
mean, that
and
would
we
be
were going to
the thing.
speculate on because we don't see this coming out of her mouth, right, in that
Right.
scene. So we don't know who she's talking about. Like, the dialogue is played over an image of Namor.
Right.
So, like, yeah, we were going to say, well, first off, if it is Namor, and it may not be, and we'll talk about that in a second, but if it is Namor, what could that mean? I was saying, what if, much like fish are covered in Phil, much like Phil
right here?
much like Phil and fish are covered in a thin layer of slime that protects their scales and keeps them impenetrable. What if there is some kind of, like, Namor's from the ocean, there's some kind of, like, microfilament kind of transparent film of the material that, like, allows him to be, basically impenetrable himself.
Almost like what we see in Guardians of the Galaxy where they're in space and they have those little, like, honeycomb suit that can just kind of appear over
But it's
them.
vibranium.
Yeah, is there like a liquid? I mean, we already know that, like, the Black Panther suit is like a nano mesh vibranium that is very flexible and movable. But yeah, if there's like a clear version that he's wearing that we can't even see,
Well, and, like,
but she can detect it.
What if the nano robots that make up the Black Panther suit, what if there's, like, literal vibranium crustaceans that live on the ocean floor that freaking expand out from his, chest plate or something like that?
I think we need to talk about the trailer itself, right, a little bit. So they are on, like, it's like a beach.
Right.
We also have Angela Bassett. We're seeing her, like, hair. She's not actually in any of her, like, what we normally see her head garb as. So it's like, what is on that? It looks like the same beach that we see M'Baku jumping off of the ship onto the island of, but I also was like, what if it's that character that we see that's right after the fight with the Dora Milaje? They are all blued out.
Oh, like
what if it's that being?
Talokan beings that are like, because there's a tomb.
What?
Yeah, Namora and Atuma, right?
Atuma.
The Namor's the one because he's like half human, half
Yes.
Atlantean or Talokan.
Oh no.
What if all the ones down there, like the blue ones?
What about,
right?
there's also, I don't think anyone said this yet, what if they first assume that Ironheart is a guy, and that is Ironheart
Well,
and
yeah.
all
Well, we're gonna
Vibranium?
get to
And
we'll get
we'll
to
get
everybody
to-
else that
yeah,
could
yeah,
be covered.
yeah.
We're still
you guys should've
focused
told me that. I didn't know.
on what does it mean?
I didn't see any of that
What does it
coming.
mean if Namor is covered in?
Right.
Vibranium?
I mean, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, is it like, is it someone in a full suit of vibranium, or is it like metaphorical, like they have so much? Because vibranium is very precious, right? And
Wakandans have never seen
Outside,
a non-Wakandan have lots of
Right.
vibranium, right?
because as far as we,
No, that's why I agree with you with it coming out of the sea floor, and it's just like growing, because I'm like, I think these people are just swimming
All
in
right,
it.
welcome
haven't
back to Hot
embraced it.
Ones. Now, our last sauce was 1,600 Scoville units,
Oh, okay.
and it was like a sweet refresh. Now, this is a much, much more aggressive, still not too crazy. We're talking 4,000 Scoville units. It's got a
4,000.
fruity Scotch Benet situation. I've never heard the word
Some
Benet
people say
described in
Scotch
flavor.
bonnet.
I call it French cod
Scotch
Scotch
bonnet
bonnet.
is one of Lisa Bonet's sisters. Zoe
Yes,
Kravitz's aunt.
the word Benet makes more sense, and it combines tropical fruit with mangoes, papayas, and banana. Let's try it out.
Papaya.
And these are pre-sauced, right?
These are
Producer
pre-sauced.
John?
I'm going to go a little bit more.
did they ever figure
got a
out
little
who
tang on
killed
it.
Scotch Benet Ramsey?
Scotch Benet Ramsey loved this chicken.
I'm gonna pop this like a popper that I did last night.
Oh my gosh, Steve, please.
I double dab every
Steve tries
chicken.
new things.
Little
Definitely
known
getting
fact
a little
about
bit
Sean
more tangy.
Evans.
These are tasty.
It's got a little bit more kick to it. Sticks on the tongue a little bit. Very nice.
One thing you said though, Zach, about the sea creatures being transformed. We do know that like the meteorite that put the vibranium in Wakanda, the heart-shaped herb was made from the radiation from the vibranium, which changed the plant life around the crash of the meteor site. Now, in the comics, there's like vibranium in Wakanda. There's vibranium in Antarctica. There's vibranium in some little islands off the coast of Africa, but that's pretty much it. And then some people make synthetic vibranium, right?
Well, we have some vibranium down at the ranch.
He's trying to make a coherent point,
You don't
Dr.
have any
Phil.
vibranium.
Oh, so sorry.
If this is a situation where like the meteorite which struck and put the vibranium there, we saw the mining operation goes deep into the earth.
Yeah.
This could be a situation where there's a vein of vibranium that is like going into the ocean floor, where the other end hits Talokan or wherever.
I
That
wonder
is.
if
really
the
like
Talokan have, likewise with the vibranium, what if they have a heart-shaped herb under the sea? Like what if, because the vibranium...
A different kind?
Heart-shaped kelp.
Yes.
Yeah.
Show me heart-shaped kelp!
But
on the
I
board.
think, the big tie-in to the heart-shaped herb was the vibranium, like, parallel, right? Like, that was a key part of what the meteorite did. What if there's an equal version of that for the Atlantean?
Yeah.
Well, the thing I like about that is everything. The thing I don't like about that is a lot of it. So what if I like the idea of them making their own kind of herb, but do you think it's just inferior to theirs? That's why they're coming up from above the water?
It's a kidney-shaped herb. So they can
They're
breathe
like, it's
underwater.
not the same.
We don't know.
And
I mean,
also-
we see Namor basically flying. Right? So it's like, damn, Black Panther can't do that.
But the
Like,
rest of them aren't flying? Well, I guess
We don't know.
it's one person taking it.
And he's half Atlantean, half human. What if that unique biology makes him able to fly?
Ooh, look here.
Well, and Namor's mutant ability is flight, as far as we know.
Right. Those
One
little
of
wings
his
aren't
abilities. They never
normal.
really like established.
and breathing
exactly what it
underwater
is.
and maybe some
Well,
other
that's
stuff.
the Atlantean or Talokan portion of him.
Yeah.
I also, this might not come at all.
Will you scroll?
I don't think this will come to fruition in the movie, but I recite this like memory. What Brandon told me on Big Question once about how Bast, the god, the Egyptian god, one of the Ennead, was the one that brought the heart-shaped herb to Wakanda. So I like the idea of like, if we're still going off that theory from the comic books, would that encompass the Talokan?
That would kind of work, wouldn't it?
Right? Would that also that'd be insane though. That'd be so insane. If
That'd
it
be a
also
lot of
has,
narrative, but it's a 3-hour movie. You can tell all that.
Yeah, you can.
That story of like Bass burying the heart to protect it, that's like real mythology. That's in our
real mythology.
That's real mythology,
African
Egyptian mythology.
But we've also already met Bast, right?
Right.
Bast was in Thor.
In Thor.
And we've talked about this a lot in this show. I love that all the gods seem to be coming through, and especially if that rumor of Mephisto is a thing. What if there's another elements of gods and afterlife like we've already had in some of the other shows?
Also, they will just have to learn to like coexist under that god.
Yeah,
You know?
because Black Panther is the avatar for Bast, and then Kukulkan Khan is the avatar for Kukulkan Khan, right? Namor is the avatar in a way for Kukulkan Khan.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Who they represent.
Interesting.
Cuckoo
Yeah.
clock.
Well, we do know there has been some theories that like Wakanda's running out of vibranium, which to me sounds insane considering how much we saw them mining out of the earth. But if that's true, and they're in the process of looking for it, that's how they run into like Namor and stuff, because they also have established that there's the Wakandans are not aware of Namor and his people.
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is all a surprise.
All
okay,
right,
we've
everyone, welcome back to Hot Ones.
we actually might have triggered
Pico Rico. This
a
is
couple
made
more.
from
We
Pico
appreciate your
Peppers.
super chats.
This is 15,500 Scoville. So we leapt from 1,600 to 4,000. Now this is a leap from 4,000 to 15,500. Now this is a new one to the Hot Ones family. Pico Pepper bring fresh flavor to the 3-spot out of Montreal, Canada, and Pico Rico. This features savory and acidic notes of tomato and lemon juice with just the right habanero heat.
Let me tell you, I know a lot about savory. I know a lot about savory and heat.
Okay.
Thank you to Aaron Storm,
Pico
Moochie the
Rico.
Cat,
Moochie the Cat.
Reddy
Go, go, go.
Townsman, AJB coming through
I am
with
not
the
taking
big,
it.
All the last dab.
the big bank. Thank you for that. And this is Canadian hot sauce, Christian Unpronounceable, our other friends north of the border.
That's
Bless
gotta
you for
kick.
your efforts here.
Let me tell you about
I can tell
it.
just from the smell. This
Yeah,
is-
Reddy Townsman has a birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's
Reddy
nice.
Townsman.
Oh, that's real nice.
Let me tell you what Steve thinks of it.
They're my favorite, yeah.
So let's talk about who these candidates could be.
If she's not talking about Namor, she's
Yeah.
talking about somebody else. Yes.
So it could be Namor. Yes, I have this theory that maybe I think Atuma might be.
That's spicy.
That's late.
Atuma might turn out
You
to
late.
be. Atuma might turn out to be like our third act villain in the way that like Atuma pushes a war that maybe Namor doesn't want, but now Namor is forced to back like his people inside.
A bit like Daniel Kaluuya's character. I forget that character's name, but from Black Panther 1, right? Like kind of like a partisan who switches sides a little bit against our hero. Yeah. Oh, we have to
Maybe
go
we're up to-
immediately into the.
So we are going
Fourth.
immediately into the next tier up. We are now into the Los Calientes Barbacoa.
Hey,
This is 33,000 Scoville. This is a
okay.
smoldering. Back in the
33.
lineup is the Los Calientes Barbacoa. It is the smokiest sauce of the season. It's got maplewood smoked red jalapeno and dried chipotle peppers. And that is what gives the Los Col Barbacoa its flame-kissed flavor.
Ooh, I'm starting to feel it on Steve's big old lips.
Hey, y'all don't have to give this generously anymore. We've seen the
Thank
generosity.
you, Trash Bag. This is me, GSU Eagle 117, saying Zach with the shame shorts on. I see.
Are you wearing your flesh coat? Oh, you're wearing shorts today.
Wait, what makes them shame?
Yesterday on the show
yesterday.
we discussed Ta-Nehisi Huerta called his Namor outfit his shame shorts because he had to walk around in them. He refused to wear it. Can I have a little bit
4
on
out of 10. You want a little last
Yeah,
stab
yeah,
action?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I ate myself.
Ooh, I'm
Very
starting to feel that
smoky.
one in
That's
my
very
stomach.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
My bowels.
Steve, please don't have diarrhea.
We'll call the
on
last
this.
dabs when we add a little
That
dabber at the very end.
that's a real nice flavor.
I've never had something blow my back out and my butt at the same time.
Whoa.
Lena
that's
RT Music, thank you.
My legs
Dr.
aren't
Dr.
shit.
Phil's never been more hot. I don't know if that's a reference to the hot sauces or just your naked sexuality.
Well, what can I say? I think, one, I am starting to sweat under this headband. And two,
Stop.
as a man gets older, he releases pheromones that is undeniable to the fairer sex and to his own sex. And he becomes desirable to all sexes. He becomes omnisexual. And that's why I'm releasing Dr. Phil's omnisexual hexagonal chapsticks and prophylactics, all right?
Octagon.
It'd be nice if you guys stopped giving us money.
Just as a warning, our next one is a Sichuan.
No, I can't.
Pepper.
That's so transparent, which worries me somehow more.
It looks like something that goes into a car.
It
You know
looks
what
like
I mean?
what's going to be coming out of me later.
Yeah. We're all about to change our fluids.
I don't have insurance.
So
For those of us that don't have health insurance, do we have to finish the content?
It says not traditional, but
wanna hit me with
personal,
a
which
little
I
more of that
appreciate. I like that it's a threat.
it's a little bit of a threat. So a 2+1 option, right?
Yes.
It could also be like a military group that they stumble upon. We do know that like countries' militaries are trying to get in there to steal a little vibranium.
Yes.
We've also seen, he was discussing the betrayal with Daniel Kaluuya's character, but we also have seen now that M'Baku is with them. And I think there's a reason that M'Baku changed his tune a bit from like, we are a different tribe, this is, and at the end we started to see that, like, camaraderie, but what if there's an outside force that forces the Wakandans to all bond together?
Yeah, which would be the interesting thing if they kind of reveal that there is vibranium available to Talokan. Then it's like, what if Talokan's like, well, if Wakanda's not going to sell it, we'll start selling it.
Right.
Come
Yeah.
on in.
Or we just are now realizing there's competition for, we want to be the monopolists in the vibranium game or
Right.
whatever. Yeah. Well, I like that. Somebody's saying, what if there is somebody else in a vibranium suit?
Yeah.
Well, we know Riri Williams is going to be in this. Now, it could be her, or maybe that's why she needs to suit up to fight against an antagonist that's in a similar
We do know
kind of
she's
powered
going to
suit.
have like a very fancy suit by the end of this
We
movie.
saw in this teaser a pretty fancy, full-on like Mach 5 at
Yeah,
least.
it's very red. It's got a lot of
My
booster
ears are
energy.
starting to sweat. Does that anybody else?
Now, of course, it could be like Doom in a full metal
Yes.
outfit, like really, covered with vibranium. His suit is not traditionally vibranium, I believe.
No, it's actually made by Tibetan monks in the comic books.
Oh, is
It's
it?
just a metal suit. Doom 616, his suit is made with the help of Tibetan monks. I just read that yesterday.
Dr. Phil coming in surprisingly with
you-
helpful
It
information.
sounded like you
It
said
sounded like a
Dr.
bit.
Phil.
Dr. Phil.
No, Dr. Filth is my friend Dr. Foz running for senator in Pennsylvania. Waka waka waka!
One thing I do love about Doom suits in the comic books, we found this out the other day, trying to discover if Jesus Christ is canon within the MCU. He is, of course.
Yeah.
Santa.
Doom's suit has pieces of the true cross inside of it, like little splinters, just in case he runs across Dracula. That's how well prepared Doom is. He's
That's
like,
right.
just in
Thinks
case.
of every
he's in
circumstance.
Latveria, near Transylvania, right? Like,
Sure.
just in case I run into Dracula, I got a little bit of cross.
Well, if he's
in
dealing
my
with
suit.
magic and science,
Right.
it makes sense to
He
prepare for the
knows.
occult and
He
anything
doesn't mess
else.
around.
It's true. I like that. I respect it.
I like this. Going back to like vibranium, he's covered in it, right? We mentioned right, like the Black Panther suits are made from vibranium, but the way she's saying that is not like, hey, that's a friend covered in vibranium, right? That's somebody who a combatant, an enemy, something like that. Is somebody else going to get a hold? We know somebody who's not T'Challa is wearing a Black Panther suit in this movie. The first Black Panther, obviously Killmonger got a suit on. Is some other bad guy getting a hold of a Black Panther suit?
I was gonna say, is there a false Black Panther that they're like someone's impersonating the Black Panther?
Like a Black Flag Panther?
Yes, yes. You know how there used to be a false flag? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, sorry, I'm a little slow on the uptake on account of the fact that I bathe in liquid gold.
What?
Now, you know, I mean, like throughout the comic book history, there's been like, a lot of fake Spider-Men running around.
yeah.
Anytime you wear a mask, you expose yourself to imposters. That's why I always advise my kids that go to my ranch, take the mask off. Take the mask off and show your real beautiful face. Then you're one of a kind, like a diamond or a snowflake.
The chameleon. That's why everyone hates Spider-Man in New York, because one of his first villains, he dressed up as Spider-Man and robbed a bank. And everyone was
And
like,
we're getting
that's
Chameleon in the
Spider-Man's
Craven
a
movie.
problem.
And
That's
it's
right.
his half brother.
Chameleonaire,
I can see
the
that being
rapper.
another thing.
I think
Trying to catch him riding dirty.
Thanks to the awful work of AJB, Brianna Johnson, Quentin, Tyler, Nev Harris. We are about to take a journey
Into transparent territory.
Yes.
Hey, folks, I'm feeling pretty uncomfortable right now. If you could slow those chats down just a bit. I'm sure some of y'all got dumpsters you got to sweep out this weekend.
We only have 2 weak bathrooms in this office.
We're about to fly by Jing
Three of you
with
include
this
Tommy's office.
Sichuan Gold 46,000 Scoville delight.
46,000.
So this is crafted in Chengdu, the heart of China's Sichuan
Yes.
province. The Sichuan Gold brings all the addicting umami notes of chili crisp
one's
without
hard
the
as
crisp.
hell.
This oil-based sauce is one-of-a-kind flavor, lights up the number 5 wing. We are 5 deep into
Oh,
Sichuan
we're
Gold.
halfway
Down the
there.
back of my throat.
well, I don't mind
I'm
if I
digging-
Chengdu.
Hit me.
Yeah, Chengdu taste.
that
I'm
dab.
taking Brandon to Chengdu is I happen to know a little bit about this
sorry.
as I'm a big fan of Chinese food.
I got you.
Chengdu is the capital of the Sichuan region, which is a northern internal region in China, known for its peppercorns that have a unique numbing effect on the tongue, almost a Novocaine kind of thing.
You said they got peppercorns in Sichuan?
It tickles the back of your throat.
Yeah, this one lingers. It lingers.
Chengdu!
That's an interesting journey.
Chengdu!
Okay.
It went down there.
It's just so immediately aggressive. It doesn't.
Without
Get poor Hank
consent.
out
Without
of here.
consent.
Nice.
All right. It feels like it looks.
Well, let's talk about the Black
Moist and
Panther
threatening.
suit. Okay, so
Just like me, baby. Just like me.
a big
Steve
question in this movie, of course, is like, who's wearing the suit? We've been thinking maybe there's multiple people in suits. They're kind of making it clear that Shuri is definitely in the suit we've been seeing. We see her famous kind of panther cannons on the fists. It seems to be like a slight feminine body.
Yeah.
On the poster, she's front and center, mirrored with Namor underneath, as like these are the two opposing forces.
No.
And they,
We're behind one.
oh,
Oh, no.
I was hoping
and
no
they
one
even
would know.
we'll have to wait till John's back, but like they put out these like character posters yesterday as well, which feature like several of the characters in their like armor, and Shuri's not in armor. Like Okoye's in armor, Ramonda's in like an armor. There's lots of
they're
different
there,
armors,
yeah.
but she's just wearing like a regular suit. So it's kind of like they're saying, hey, Shuri's clearly in this suit.
This is the turmeric bomb, which is 69,000 nice Scoville.
Nice.
This is Hot One's favorite Honduran hot sauce, and this is turmeric bomb highlights tangy turmeric, zappy ginger, Scotch bonnet, chocolate ghost, and jalapeno peppers, as well as an authentic Honduran spirit called aguardente.
No, it did not have the little
Brandon
filter on it.
accidentally went real
Yeah,
heavy
yeah.
on his
This
extra
one makes
dose.
you
I'll
wanna-
steal a little bit of that off you.
Dr. Filthy looks like he's
Getting the
spacing out a
Shout
little
out
bit.
to our
Bomb.
viewers in Honduras
I
and
just took
anybody
a- I
else
took
in
a
Central
bite. I ain't
America.
taking the
Shout out to our Honduran visitors.
Chrissy had a question for you.
Yes?
As someone who was raised outside of Boston, Massachusetts, you don't seem to have an accent anymore. How long do you think it took settlers of the USA to lose their British accent?
Jesus.
Well, my trick was I watched YouTube videos of dialects from like totally different like sections of the country to find a neutral. So I actually like spent 6 months trying to lose mine because I sounded like an Affleck.
Well, and Chrissy, a little
So, a while.
historical fun fact. We didn't lose our British accents. The British accent
They
changed.
changed.
Yeah, people in England around the time of coming to the New World had American accents, and then over time the English accent changed. We
They
stayed
didn't
the
want to
same.
sound like us dumb Americans.
That's
So-
fair.
Also, that
No, wait, that can't be. I gotta call my Dr. Phil penalty flag on that. That sounds like a bunch. That sounds like more baloney.
this one lingers. This one
Is
really.
this a deli counter? Because I feel like I just got fed a bunch of
We're taking
baloney.
bites.
You good?
You're telling me.
I'll eat it.
You're telling. You're telling
Sean
me that-
Evans is my
you're
responsibility.
telling me that Oliver
You
Cromwell
don't have to do this.
in 1600 was going, "Hey, I'll take a meatball sandwich. My name's Oliver."
They think that traditionally the Brits sounded more like how they sound in
Go
South
Hawks.
Carolina now, which
Yeah.
is a very old
Go
accent.
Hawks,
And that the Victorian English came around, like in Shakespeare's time, they didn't sound like how Shakespeare actors will try to
Starrick.
sound now.
Starrick 2024 wants us to
geez.
suffer.
I don't even know.
don't
what
know.
that
Whoa,
means.
John, get
What?
that next nuggie.
I don't even know what currency that is. Is that Wakandan?
I feel like I'm being baptized.
That is a unique. Starrick, where are you from? We're
that
we're
Arabic?
our
The
next
front
one.
of my tongue feels like a god dang volcano. And the only solution is for me to go jump in the closest body of water, which I believe is the LA River, which
don't.
very infrequently has any water that's not tainted with human blood.
I feel like I'm seeing things.
Brandon and I have both kayaked on the LA River,
safe.
but you shouldn't drink the water.
Don't drink
Our
the
next
water.
one is the Cosmic Disco Funkin' Hot Sauce. And again, we're getting down here into the danger zone.
103,000 Scoville.
The worst that any of us have ever had. A few people have done the bomb and claimed that it ruined their lives. So we are one away from that.
I don't want to do that.
Well, sorry, Dr. Fell. One other thing
I'm
that has
Oh God, I'm sweating, dude. Go, hurry.
I'm trying. One other thing that we should bring up is like producer Nate Morris said, like, quote, like, this Black Panther has existed in Wakanda for centuries. So the notion of someone else picking up the mantle didn't seem inorganic. All of the characters in the film have a different idea of who should don the mantle and why.
Well, I like that perspective.
So we know that it seems like they're very much tipping the hat that Shuri will be on it. But we're also thinking like other people may be in it too. And she may not in the film.
Yeah, and that's so interesting. All of the characters have a different idea of who should don the mantle and why. So like Ramonda and Shuri probably have different ideas, right?
Well, we have a new character in this film, Anika, who is pretty recent to the comics. She was first created in like 2009. And she's part of a group called like the Midnight Angels.
Yeah, an offshoot of the Dora Milaje,
yes,
right?
and like the in those character one-shots, Okoye is kind of wearing a very like turquoise-looking armor
Which
that's
is
not
very
the
akin to
traditional
that.
Dora Milaje, and it kind of looks like the Midnight Angels. And we also see Nakia walking with the group in an armor that could also be the Midnight Angels. And like that whole storyline. At one point, T'Challa sends the Midnight Angels after Doom because he's stolen all the Vibranium in Wakanda.
There's also
like, is this flood a cover to steal Vibranium or something like that? And that's how we get into like this whole story.
Because Namor's also said that he's not the enemy, which is interesting. With all this geopolitical intrigue, we've got multiple perspectives. And we've also seen that there is elements in the comics right now of T'Challa like reaching out to other nations and planting spies. And right now he's not the king of Wakanda because he feels betrayed. So that might tie into what they're doing with these daughters and like that storyline. So all of this could work. And they've said time and time again, they do storylines about 10 years out and then they plant seeds to see what sells. 2009, like they could have seen that go well and now they can be part of this.
And one thing we've been talking about is like we've seen a lot. Now there's been like the total footage that's been released in this film and all the trailers is pretty significant. But they obviously are not showing us a lot as well. And like one thing we haven't seen in all the footage of Namor, we've seen him like go up to the glass in the Wakandan tower, like he's gonna break the glass, he's flying around, he's like somebody's like breaking a stick over his back, he's not even flinching. We have not seen him perpetuate violence on anybody.
And I'm incredibly
and aggression.
I'm suspect of that shot of him as the reflection because they're not really reacting like
could it be
someone's
like a
about to
dream
hit the
sequence
window.
or something like that?
Or like it's not him and they're hiding what is actually there in that shot. We know they love to play around with like not putting in assets when they don't need to. And why put that shot in the trailer if you're trying to figure this out? I don't know. But if they want us to think that Namor's the bad guy, but they're going to actually have it be someone else, it's like an interesting
that
way
group
to do
that
it.
Nakia is a part of, I'm sorry, the what Angels?
The Midnight Angels.
Midnight Angels, they are, in the comics are often portrayed as having the ability to fly. They have like kind of super suits that allow them to fly too. Yes. So like, could that be that's actually her?
I mean, it would be interesting if like Queen Ramonda and Shuri are like, we want to take the country this way, and Nakia's like, no. Like, I don't think that's the right way to go, and forms a little group of Dora Milaje who don't agree, and like, they have like their own little civil war within the country, and Namor's like, you guys can't be doing this.
Yes.
There's other problems out there.
And while the country's weak, and they've already said that, a lot of the voiceover in the trailers talking about like T'Challa, talking about taking over Wakanda, I don't feel like it's that on the nose, but it could be, that situation.
Jesus?
Who's Jesus?
Jesus is canon.
I guess GSU
Eagle.
Jesus.
GSU Eagle saying we need Phil to feel the burn from his Phil hole down to his Phil hole.
God damn.
From a Dr. Phil to my naughty spill.
Oh boy.
That guy.
Is anyone else's fingertips completely numb right now?
Stop.
Chrissy also telling us to not drink water because of the capsaicin stuff. We have
doing it
milk.
to- yeah.
I will not drink milk.
We do have milk on standby. At least half the cast is allergic to milk and refuses to
As
consume
Sean
it.
Evans, I don't touch water. I survived this whole thing as is. Now, a friendly reminder to watch your eyes. Don't touch near your eyes with those fingers. You got to be careful.
I'll say one thing. Sean Evans is having a hard time right now. I hear you next to me.
It's just because I don't drink water.
I
You haven't drank any water.
I can't move my arms above my head. Medically, if my
How's
arms...
your left arm, Dr. Phil?
Yeah, make sure it's not a heart
I'm
attack.
not having a heart attack.
Why does Sean Evans wear layers? It's so hot.
Yeah,
Have you ever noticed that? He's always got layers
Yeah,
on.
he's fine as
It's
hell.
cold in
God.
that studio. It's cold in that
Oh,
studio.
Golly.
Stephanie Horton, GSU Eagle, Jameer Green, Al Rincones. Thank you all. I think we're about to really enter the pain dome here.
To wrap this all up, this Wakanda Forever
Sorry, keep going.
talk. It seems like Shuri's going to be in a Black Panther suit. Do you think she is going to be the Black Panther at the end of this movie, or it'll go a different direction?
I think the reason they're hiding it is because the average person doesn't know it, but I don't know if that means that it isn't how it ends, right? Like, I could easily see the average person doesn't know the comic books. Like, we're in a very specific bubble. I can see a lot of people being surprised by Shuri. That being said, does that end that way?
What is?
Like, does it?
It's
erotic cracker eating is going on.
Force Steve Harvey to eat a cracker?
Let me tell you.
Steve Harvey after
It's
dark.
Sacha.
No, hey y'all, I'm actually pretty. That's what we call cracker play. It's pretty popular down in my region of Texas. It's when you get a cracker to feed a cracker to somebody. It's
I think
cracker
I was
squared.
conceived as a result of some cracker.
Yeah,
play.
I was going to say cracker play is when Dr. Phil's family puts on a production of Oklahoma.
God damn, Zach. God damn, Jeff Probst is the funniest.
Now let me
my
tell you
gosh.
something.
right,
As
everybody.
someone who's done some cracker play with a few midnight angels of his own, to tie it back around to Wakanda Forever.
Welcome to Karma
Put a
Sauce.
small chicken in his
Wait, what is this
This is
called?
Karma Sauce. This is
Okay.
a Cosmic Disco. It's 103,000 Scoville.
I'm starting to see
This spicy mix of red jalapenos and scorpion peppers is celestial mashup of two of Karma's most popular sauces, Cosmic Dumpling and Scorpion Disco. This is a savory soy citrus notes. They collide with a bright chili bomb for some out-of-this-world groove.
I'm about to enter the cosmic disco, I think.
Real quick before we lose
you
our
want me to do this real
faculties.
fast?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Oh
You
dear
just have to
Lord!
read the, yeah. Go ahead, Brandon.
So we do want to remind you guys that Pluto TV offers hundreds of free live channels, and thousands of free on-demand movies. Watch them while you eat. Maybe.
And then also,
yeah.
it's Friday.
Yeah.
Now, while our faces are turning unnatural shades as we consume these weird chemicals, we
water
want
made
to
it
shout
worse.
out it's
Way
Fresh
worse.
Face Friday.
Water made it worse.
Brought to you by our good friends at Geology. Our fresh face this week. You know what? He's not the freshest face to the broader world, but to the MCU he is. Sacha Baron Cohen. There he is. Look at that nice mug.
Nothing's hotter than that, but these wings.
Oh my God.
I'm still trying to stay with my bit, but I can't.
Oh.
Oh, he's about to throw up.
Don't do
Oh,
it.
it hit the back of the throat. It's like at the front.
you the burp.
Was just in the teeth. It's not too bad.
But when
As
it
soon
hits
as
here-
it starts coming back.
Mine's
lives here.
on my tongue. It's all on the tongue, dude.
From my high note to my back throat.
Wait, have we both been drinking
Of
all the
course,
same time?
SBC rumored to be joining the
I've been drinking
MCU
all
as devilish demon Mephisto.
I'm gonna get
We're
a bread.
excited for that.
Yeah,
Well, of course, you know
I
him
get some
from
bread.
Bruno and Borat and Les Mis and Brothers Grimsby.
Hugo.
Of course, you know him from Brothers Grimsby.
People don't like the Brothers Grimsby?
Everybody saw him and Mark Strong as.
Hey,
What about the house
Oh, God.
of?
I actually have a cameo in the Brothers Grimsby. Not a lot of people know that.
Is that true?
I don't have it.
Yeah, that cameo in Scary Movie 4.
No, Cohen came over here with 2 handfuls of bread and a whole bunch of crackers. I was like, oh, great, he's bringing them for the table. They were mostly for him and a little bit for Steve.
That's coming off.
We want to shout out Sacha Baron. I have to stand. It's getting too hot to sit. Much like Sacha Baron joining the MCU, you should join the club and get yourself some Geology skincare. They have a whole range of products to help your skin look its best. They'll even help you find the products best suited to your needs. Take the quiz at geology.com/newrockstars.
does.
They'll suggest the perfect lineup of skincare items for you. They also have this great new hair care and shampoo line that they're really excited about. We've been trying out here. Head to geology.com/newrockstars and use our promo code Rockstars70 to save 70% off. 70% off when you use Rockstars70. That's about the percent off that all of us feel from our normal homeostasis right now after eating all that.
My eyeballs hurt.
You should put some wing sauce in it.
I feel totally fine. It's time for mandatory fun.
What's more fun than this?
I'll be honest with you. I thought this was going to be way hotter. Look at my mustache coming down all teeter-totter. Hey, it's mandatory fun. The segment's so hot, we play the graphic a lot. Hit it again. Yes, it's time for mandatory fun. The segment hosted by
Zach,
Dr.
Zach.
Phil, so we play the graphic more than nil. Hit it again. Yes, it's time for mandatory fun, the graphic where you have control of your life. So hit the graphic with no strife. Hit it again.
You have control of your life.
Yes, it's time for mandatory fun, but we've been eating a lot of hot nuggets, so fuck it. Hit the graphic again. Yes, it's mandatory fun, the segment where we all like to laugh and have a good time. So hit the graphic, maybe even 9. Hit it again.
Damn, Tom.
Phil. God, that's
It's like looking in a mirror.
like looking in the mirror.
All right, now it's game show day.
What happens now?
So we decided to let Jessica Clemens start a feud.
Jessica, God
damn! Oh, Phoenix.
God damn you,
Phoenix
Phoenix.
KB. Ready, Townsman.
Damn you, Phoenix.
Dr. Yuka Preta.
Because you guys
Move
are
it out of the
on
way.
the team.
Okay, we're doing the bomb.
I'll be standing for this portion now and let you guys hear with my big old jacket. Oh God, I really don't want to do this. I really don't. I have children. I have children and a home to get to. As we wait for these other rings to come out, we got 2 teams now. You guys know how Family Feud works?
Yeah, we know how it works.
Y'all know how Family Feud works. Oh my God, do you guys want team names? Or you guys just want to be called left and right table?
Where the buttle stands.
Okay.
We're Cosmic Disco.
Yeah.
Cosmic Disto and the butter stands.
No, where the buttle stands.
Tommy just broke out of prison to steal a baby.
This is my thin layer of vibranium.
Tommy,
Yes.
Coy, shake hands real quick. You guys know how the game
Do they have to
plays.
buzz in?
They're gonna scream.
All right.
And I'm gonna go with
Whoever answers first.
Not the first. I think
Oh
we gotta
my
suffer.
God.
All right, everybody. This is the bomb.
This is the bomb.
Everybody knows all about the bomb, but just in case you don't, it is 135,600 Scoville. Now, you might be asking yourself, where's the usual the bomb? Well, here at Heatonist, we only carry non-extract sauces. We created this all-natural edition that's powerful and tastes good because food should taste
natural.
good. So this is
Yeah,
all
tastes
natural,
good.
no chemicals.
Ooh, God,
Not
just
made
smell
from
it.
poison.
Oh, wow.
so quick, I started
Thank
chewing.
you, Aaron Love, SJKD, Brianna Johnson.
Am I dumb?
If I chew it and swallow it quicker, I won't
There's
feel it.
also
Right,
there's
Townsman.
there's nothing natural about what's
Doing
about to
the
happen.
last dab
Smell
every
right.
time. Every time.
Oh, I'm feeling it.
I'll give it a little bit.
Oh, it's in the back of my throat.
Wait, hold on. We're team the last dab.
Yeah, I
We've
like
got it every time.
Saucy.
Oh, wow, that's peppery.
Give
Oh,
me
my God.
another- Is there another mug here?
It's hitting my gums.
It's not that bad.
Oh, this
Mine's
one's
right here,
this one's awful. What are you talking
I know,
about?
this one's the
My
worst.
gums are so
I
bad.
need some of that milk.
Listen, a lot of people know I'm a classically trained actor. None of this has bothered me. I'm totally fine.
This is the first one that's really getting to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll be honest, I could do the rest of the sauces. Milk, John! Milk me!
This feels gross.
Oh,
We're
the bomb
sharing a
hurts
gallon of
like
milk.
my pores.
Quick question. Should my butthole be tingling? Or pulsating?
It's like a slow pucker unleashed.
The sweet nectar of dairy.
My asshole feels like the Sarlacc pit.
Okay, Steve, do this so I can go home.
Okay.
Boba Fett's coming.
First,
Don't donate another $1.
top 6 answers on the board, you guys. First one to answer the high. Oh.
Oh, God.
In my next life, I'd want to be Steve Harvey's blank.
Ah! Penis!
Left butt cheek.
Left butt cheek. Damn. Give me another.
Bank account!
Give me another.
Prenup.
Son!
You know, I'll give it to
Illegitimate
you.
daughter.
I'll give it to you. Wife or husband? Are you guys gonna play? Or you guys gonna go?
We should pass. We should pass.
We should pass.
You're passing? That's
Yeah, yeah.
$20 for this one.
What is this category?
Oh. In another life, I'd want to be Steve Harvey's blank. Go ahead, you guys. Team, what you guys coming up with?
Son. What do you think?
Son!
You guys going with
Child!
son?
Child, kid.
I said
offspring.
illegitimate daughter.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You can't just make
Check the
stuff
tape.
up because our mouths are on fire.
Yeah. Also, you guys, I got all these answers from everybody in the office. I did a poll of every single
okay.
person in the
Okay.
office.
Okay.
Keep going.
Mustache.
It's their
It's our
turn. They
turn.
still got it.
They're playing.
Walk it like a dog. Pet.
Pet?
Pet.
Pet. Lover? No, wife, husband is already a lover.
You guys still got it.
I'm gonna get bread.
I mean, Steve Harvey's not mustache.
Suit.
We already said mustache.
No, Coy said mustache. Mustache.
Mustache?
Yeah.
That's 20 points on the
We
board.
still got the top answer is yet to be answered, right?
Go ahead. Keep going.
Do they have one strike or two strikes?
Agent?
That one.
Agent?
Agent.
You got one more.
Uh,
And then they got a chance to steal.
suit?
Wardrobe. Wardrobe.
Wardrobe?
Yeah.
Oh!
Bitch.
Bitch / suit. Same difference.
What?
Wait,
Keep
what?
going. You can keep going.
Oh, God.
These These are top answers from everybody in our office that we got it from. Everybody.
Friend?
And the next life, you want to be Steve Harvey's blank.
Yeah, best friend?
Friendship's important.
You guys got a chance to steal the last two.
No, you get
You
one
get to
chance.
steal the last one. I'm sorry, I'm really hot.
Also, let it be known, both members of this team took extra hot sauce. Now, that should be a detriment.
The highest one.
Oh, God, that was terrible.
Go ahead, you guys. You guys got to choose.
Come on, time's up.
Time's up. You guys still have the worst answer and the top answer that we got in our office.
We'll go with accountant.
Hey,
For 7 points, you could have got car.
Would it be
wanna be
a
a
car?
And the top answer in our office at New Rockstars, his killer, first kill.
Oh my God.
No.
You don't want to know how many people
My
in this
gosh.
office said that. We got one more game.
Oh my God.
We
no.
got one more game. Who has the most points?
Dr. Phil is peeling like an onion over there.
We'll take it over here because they're having a hard time.
Okay.
Here. Zach, you're up.
Okay, yeah, it's me and Brandon.
Zach and Brandon, ready?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
I'm going to go through this gallon of whole milk by the end of the... Somebody's doing the OMAD challenge over here.
Name something a bald guy wouldn't want to find on his head.
Bird shit.
Bird shit?
Yeah.
I'm going to say on his head,
That's a good thing.
somebody wouldn't want to
Yeah.
find on his
Yeah,
head.
it's like-
Skin cancer.
Perfect. Bird shit!
Damn!
Guys gonna play? Guys gonna
Do you want to play this one?
I think so.
We'll play. We'll play.
good.
go? Okay, keep going, baby. Keep going,
Something
baby.
a bald guy doesn't want to find on his head.
A bald guy
cancerous
doesn't want to
tumor?
find on his
He
head.
said tumor.
Okay.
That one. I don't like that one.
Remember, this is what people in New Rockstar said.
Food.
Food?
Food. Oh, ice cream! Okay.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Got a
going.
lot of weird perverts. Oh yeah, sunglasses.
I felt
You
good.
got two more. You got two more.
His killer.
You got one more.
that
You got
doesn't
one more. You
track.
got
That
one
It
more.
doesn't drag it off.
An animal.
A
Some
stalker.
sort of animal. Yeah.
His stalker, his agent, his accountant.
You guys got
On
the
his
chance to
head.
steal.
Well, my partner, I think, is retching. Oh, my God.
Dr. Filthy might be dead. Oh, okay, he's back.
No,
guys
Dr.
got
Filthy's
one
never
guess.
been more alive.
I only see a pair of jeans running around.
Name something a bald guy doesn't want to find on his head.
Another smaller bald guy. No, hang on, that's not our real
Oh,
answer.
okay. Now, they said stuff like, shit, I've already forgotten what they said. My brain is so hot.
A toupee?
Yeah. A toupee.
Bad toupee.
A toupee or a wig.
Bad wig.
A bad wig.
Oh, that's a steal!
That's the steal. You guys missed.
Drugs.
Say it with me now.
Another head.
And last but not,
I was right.
and not last but not least,
Mole. Hickey. Skin cancer.
Yeah.
Tom, who's our winner? Zach and Tommy are our winner. No need to go into sudden death. No need to go into overtime.
All right.
Winners here.
Wow.
Good job. Do you
Okay.
guys want to know the answers to the other one?
Sure.
Oh,
I
can
said-
we do the speed round?
I asked the office, what's the thing that you eat on a side of hot wings?
Blue cheese. Only answer.
Celery.
Blue cheese only answer.
Fries.
Blue
The
cheese
top
only
answer is ranch.
No!
Second
No!
answer is carrots, and third answer is slaw.
Slaw.
What would you buy at a sex shop? What would you buy at a sex shop?
AJB, Mike Sanchez. Just stop,
Ranch!
okay?
Ranch.
We're on the precipice of going to a really dark place.
None of us can sit
We're
down.
in a dark place. We're all standing.
My heart is beating
not
too
sitting
fast.
Ranch?
None of us wear layers. So
Now-
damn hot.
Oh no.
I can't wait till this is
Uh-oh,
over.
producer
it?
John's entered.
We got this.
Oh no, we're going
got
to
this.
the ninth.
We're going to the ninth
passed the line
one.
down.
Should we go through some of these super chants and see
Oh,
if
yeah,
there's
Yes.
other things in there?
Thank you to everybody. You
Mike
can
Sanchez,
John,
AJB.
Zach is messing up the computer because
Sorry,
it's
I
so
don't
hot.
even know what to say.
Tommy,
John
why don't you take
Neve
off your
saying we
coat?
love you guys. This is just our weird way of showing
That
it.
is
I mean, what a weird relationship we have with you
Awful way
guys.
to show it.
We're the
Ryan
trash bags
Halstead
today.
saying you are the bomb. Yeah, we both consume the bomb and we are the bomb.
Every
Okay.
time John comes and drops these off, he seductively
What?
touches my back, and I love it.
What was
grabbed it.
Okay, so this one is
This
what?
is a unique garlic. This is a smoking. Oh, this is a Pepper Butt Pepperco, by the way. Unique garlic.
Pepper butt.
Smoking Ed Curry is back in the 9-spot. Super savory garlic mixes with super hot chilies like Ed's famous Carolina Reaper Scorpion. And 7-pot Primo peppers. This power of garlic combined with the heat can do something serious damage and not just to vampires. Maggots, Michael.
I like.
Wait, you said things. I didn't hear them.
I like
I only heard some of
Yuka
them.
saying in the chat we should run a
Well,
poll on
that's
who's going to
dark.
poop their pants first.
Well, if there's a poll, I already won.
You may not notice Dr. Filthy's in a new pair of pants.
It's been a blowout, folks.
There we go, last dab.
Oh, thank you.
Congrats, everyone.
Oh, that one's not bad. That one's actually good. Let me finish mine.
Tremendous flavor.
Holy crap.
Oh, that's so good.
That was 642,000 Scoville.
Oh, it's building slowly.
It is building
I like
slowly.
that one.
Pepper butt, pepper butt.
Oh, it's still building.
Over 500,000 Scoville.
Still building.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good Lord.
Each nosh.
Each second is a little worse than the last.
I genuinely like that one, so I'm not feeling the same thing.
My words. My words.
Do you have the vapors? Do you have the vapors?
I do have the vapors, I think.
All right, what's everybody's weekend plans?
I'm going
going
bowling
to-
tonight with my best friends.
I'm going to go to the doctor, make sure this is okay.
I was going to go
Tommy.
see a movie. I don't think that's fair to the other people that bought tickets.
This one's like in my
Shame.
cheeks somehow.
Yeah.
It's like slowly rising
Tommy,
up
are
the
you
top of my
okay?
head.
I'm not even kidding. I was going to go see Don't Worry, Darling,
thought
but
it
I'm
was
very
fine.
worried, darling.
I thought it was fine. And then it hit my uvula.
Oh my god.
Ew, milk.
No, I'm
Ew, milk.
sorry. You made me
From my
laugh.
uvula to my poovula.
Well, thank you to our super chatters today for being so awful
I don't like
to
that
us.
we're sharing milk like this.
From our word spitters to our pants shitters.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we
Oh my
appreciate
God.
you guys.
Hey, you know what the good news is? If I can, I'm going to be going live tweeting the first 2 episodes of Peripheral right after this on Twitter from the new Rockstars
Yeah.
account. So you can imagine how distressed I'm going to be.
Yeah.
The other thing is, we didn't make it through all 10, which means we're going to have to do this again.
Which one did we make it to?
There's 10. This is 9.
Made it to 9.
Oh, we
didn't-
almost made it to 10, you guys.
We didn't do. We did the last dab. We didn't do the last dab. Oh, from
But yeah,
that
thank
ain't
you to our
bad to
super
my
chatters.
taint ain't good.
Thank you to our super chatters today. Thank you for being
Sheesh!
so awful to us. Check out Black Adam this weekend if you feel like it. We'll have a breakdown up on the channel.
Bottoms of my feet are sweating.
Make sure to watch the House of the Dragon finale. Join us on Talking Dragons on Monday to discuss that finale.
Apologies to Andor.
Apologies to Andor. We will be resolving our She-Hulk fantasy next week.
Feel the inside of your
Resolving
nose
that,
burning?
hanging the champion on the wall, giving them their
inside
prize.
asshole
We'll
burning.
have
Right there.
more Andor fantasy next week as well. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already. I'm sure you like the pain you put us in. And don't forget, Pluto TV has hundreds of free channels
Yes.
and thousands of free movies on demand. Check them out. They've been a great sponsor of the show this week. And we thank you all for joining us today.
Also, real quick, if any of you have another idea that's similar to Hot Ones but different, that you would love to see us partake, a challenge or something like that.
different
Maybe like
puppies.
delicious gummy candies,
Yeah.
something like
Some
that.
ice cream, perhaps.
And one last thing, you can send a rooster loose in a hen house, but you can't make him screw, all right? Have a great weekend. Keep your dreams in the clouds and your nightmares in your sheets. I love you all very much.
There's your camera. There's the camera. There's the camera. The red carpet's rolled out. Tell the people what you're doing.
Bye.
Shitting.
No, 9 was way less than 8.